YouTube, what's up? It's YBG DON from DC, Young, Black, and Gifted. That's what I stand for. Respectfully, man, we in the building. And make sure y'all subscribe to this video right now before you proceed any further on this video. Make sure you subscribe right now. Subscribe. Can't stress that enough. All right. Today, man, I'm going to be doing my NBA playoff bracket. NBA play-in and then NBA playoff bracket, man. I'm giving y'all my analysis, my opinion on who I think is going to take it all the way to the championship and who's going to be crowned the NBA champion of this year's NBA championship. All right, so we got the play-in tournament first. We start off with the play-in tournament. I'm going to be looking this way because this is where I'm viewing it. All right, so boom, as you can see, the bracket that y'all looking at is right there. All right, the bracket that I am looking at as well is right there. All right, so first play-in game, man, we got the Sacramento Kings versus the Dallas Mavericks. For that particular game, I'm going to go ahead and take, and I'm doing this off the fly, y'all. I'm doing this off the fly. I haven't written this down already. This is not pre-written or anything like that. So if I had to choose between Dallas and the Kings, for that particular game, man, I'm going to go with the Sacramento Kings over the Dallas Mavericks. Yes, the Dallas Mavericks are probably have the better head coach. The coaching staff is probably their advantage they have over the Kings. But the Kings are more of a healthy team. They got their complete roster, if I'm not mistaken. They have their complete roster. You got Zach LaVine who can score. DeMar DeRozan pretty much can win. And he's been a well-known player for at least getting his team to the first round of the playoffs in his career. So getting to the first round for DeMar DeRozan is not really a problem. And not only that, but this is the first round of the play-in, so he still has to go to the second round. So at least I know DeMar DeRozan can at least win one game in a play-in tournament, and I think he can get that done for his team. And Sabonis is playing, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure on that. Sabonis might be playing or he might not be playing. But even so, even without Sabonis, I feel like that the Kings can still get it done, even with Sabonis out. All right, so yeah, we got Kings advancing to the next round for the next opponent in the play-in tournament. And then I'm going to go over, let's go to the East. So we're going to go East, West, West, East, back to back. All right, so Bulls versus the Heat. The Heat have been looking very, very, very discombobulated. All right, as a team, as a unit, as I've been watching them towards the end of this season. But I really trust in the Eric Spoelstra, the Pat Riley culture within the Miami Heat. All right, they're scrappy. They come to play. They're gonna compete. They're gonna play hard. All right, they're gonna have a game plan and they're gonna try to do their best, their 100% efforts to execute that game plan. So I'm going to take the Heat over the Chicago Bulls for that game. But however, for you Chicago Bulls fans that might want to get on me while I say that, I do give you all credit for being a team that has stepped it up towards the end of this year. You guys worked your way into being able to be in the play-in tournament and collect some wins, some consecutive wins towards the end of the year. I credit you all for that. Josh Giddey, I've been looking at him. He's been balling. He's still looking like he's that guy and showing people like, yeah, man, Thunder done fucked up trading me. You know what I'm saying? He still looks like that guy. So I definitely see that he's a guy that believes in the type of player he can potentially be. You know, he feel like he can be a superstar in this league. So I respect that. And then y'all have Vet Vucevic and Kobe White, who's becoming a decent scorer in this league, a very, very good scorer in this league. So yeah, but I'm going to still take the Miami Heat over y'all because y'all beat them last game. So I think they're going to be on their get back. All right. So let's go back over to the West. We got the Golden State Warriors, man, and the Memphis Grizzlies. Going to be a good game. But if I'm going to take someone to come out of that first game, It's going to be the Golden State Warriors, man. Why would I not go with someone who's been to the championship before, who has winning pedigree, from Curry to Draymond Green to Jimmy Butler to the coaching staff and Steve Kerr, to Steve Kerr being a coach down to him being with Michael Jordan in Chicago. All right, so I'm going to take the Golden State Warriors versus the Memphis Grizzlies, who's definitely been discombobulated ever since they did some delusional stuff as an organization, firing Taylor Jenkins. They're on their head right now. I don't know what's going on with them. But boom, so then we have the Golden State Warriors entering the playoffs. They will go on to face the number 2 seed Houston Rockets. So that's going to be a beautiful matchup. All right, so then we go back over to the East. And now we have the Orlando Magic versus the Atlanta Hawks. Another interesting matchup. This is going to be an interesting game. A game that could potentially go to overtime or down to the wire for sure, man. Two teams that's going to battle it out. Two teams, man, they're battle tested. Two teams that have a lot of people that play hard, you know, and a lot of winners, man. You got Suggs, you got Trae Young, who don't take no game for granted. You got Dyson Daniels, a defender, a pesky defender. And then, you got a roster full of people that just play hard, man, and understand the system that they're in. Then they got a good coach. I'm forgetting his name. Quinn Snyder. Quinn Snyder is a great coach, man. He knows how to game plan. He knows how to get his team prepared. Then you got the Orlando Magic, man, with their coach. I'm forgetting his name, but you all know him. And their team is pretty much another team that's well prepared. Just younger, I will say. Both teams are young, but I think the Atlanta Magic is much younger. And for that particular game, I'm going to go with the Orlando Magic. I know you all thought I was going to say the Atlanta Hawks, but no, I'm going to go with the Orlando Magic. Just the simple fact that the Orlando Magic been there last year, so they have a feel of what it's like to be in the playoffs, and I think they're hungry for that feeling again, especially Paolo Banchero, who I'm big on and huge on as a player of his potential and what he can be and how dominant he can be at his size, man, playing the way he plays. So I'm going to take Orlando Magic going to the next round. So they will go on to play the number 2 seed Boston Celtics. Woo, good luck with that. So now that leaves us with the West play-in game being the Dallas Mavericks. No, the Sacramento Kings versus the Memphis Grizzlies. And then the East, we have we have Miami Heat versus the Atlanta Hawks. All right, so we got Kings versus Memphis, Miami Heat versus the Atlanta Hawks, man. So let's start off with the East this time, man. Heat versus the Atlanta Hawks, man. This is where I normally don't go against the Heat, but here's where I will go against the Miami Heat. I love the Miami Heat system, dog. I love the culture, man. If I play in the NBA, I probably will be a Miami Heat because of the way I play, man. I play the right way. You know, I'm willing to put everything on the line. I care for my teammate, for the team. I'm a team player. I'm pesky, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to get up in your shit. I'm going to play hard. I'm going all out. You're not going to work harder than me, you know, and I can shoot the 3 balls. So I'm a Miami Heat guy. But for this particular game, man, you got a guy in Trae Young who don't really want it. He don't let his team lose often. And Trae Young is a player that's ready for these big moments. So I'm going to take Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks, man, over the Miami Heat. Over the Miami Heat in the playing game going into the 8th seed in the Eastern Conference to face Cleveland Cavaliers in the first round of the playoffs. That'll be a tough series, man. So Atlanta Hawks versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. And let me finish up the play-in on the west side, man, where we have the Sacramento Kings versus the Yeah, versus the Memphis Grizzlies. Sacramento versus the Memphis Grizzlies. Interesting one. This is an interesting one. Memphis Grizzlies have been a team, man, that I have noticed that they're not as good as people think they are. The roster is not really as talented as people think it is. And I think they've done the dumbest thing by firing Taylor Jenkins, because I've been watching the games as of lately, and that coach has not been able to do anything that looks even similar to what Taylor Jenkins could do, you know, as a coach. So I thought that was a horrible move, man. And now I'm thinking like, I'm going to go with the Memphis Grizzlies over the Sacramento Kings, man. Now, don't quote me on this one, man. This one can be either way. But if I had to choose, I'm going to go with Memphis Grizzlies, just because I feel like they have the best player in the series in Ja Morant. I think he's going to get his team over that hump. I think he's going to come with it all on the line for that particular game. Good coaching or not, I think he's going to come with it all. I think he's going to get his team pumped up. I think he will also have the home court advantage too. So they're going to be in Memphis. They're going to be out there trying to, you know, grit and grind it out. And they're going to show these fans that, hey, man, I don't care what happened. We're going to at least be in these playoffs. We're going to have a spot in the playoffs. So Ja Morant, he will get his team over the hump and put the Sacramento Kings out. And the Sacramento Kings will go into the offseason. And I think they will start to rebuild and figure where they're going to go next. So, yeah, man, so that puts the Memphis Grizzlies into the playoffs facing the #1 seed OKC Thunder, man. So, man, we got these matchups. And now, we got the Thunder facing the Memphis Grizzlies. We got the Atlanta Hawks facing the Cleveland Cavaliers. We got the Celtics facing the Orlando Magic. We got the Houston Rockets facing the Warriors. And then everything else is already lined up. You all can see on the screen. I just wanted to give you what my picks were. Insert them as I talk. All right, man. So, let's go, man. Playoffs starting. Playoffs starting, and it's time to rumble. What's going to be the next picks? YBG Don. Who winning the games, man? Who going to have a good game? Who going to go off? Who going to average 30, man? Who can I put down on my parlay? Who can I put down on my FanDuel? Hold on, I got you. Hold on. Slow your roll. I got you. This is why I made this for you. So you can make some money in these NBA playoffs, man. So you can pay them bills, man. So you can go get them shoes. So you can get that car. So you can invest in that business that you want to invest in. That you will need the money to invest in. So you need the financial support so you can invest in whatever you're trying to go get. All right. So I'm going to give you these picks, man, so I can help you do that, man. So the first round, man, we got OKC versus the Memphis Grizzlies, man. OKC Thunder will sweep them. If not sweep them, gentlemen, sweep them 4-1, man. They will do something to beat these boys down and get to that next round. All right, let's move on down the list. This time we're going to go all west, and then we're going to go all east. Now we're going to, matter of fact, nope, no, we're not. Scratch that. We're going to go east. We're going to go west, east, just like we were doing before. Let's go Cleveland Cavaliers versus who did I have there? I had the Atlanta Hawks. Atlanta Hawks versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm going to select the Cleveland Cavaliers to move on in that series. I feel like the Cleveland Cavaliers, they've been playing great this whole season. When I counted that team out a few games, they really showed me. They really showed me the reality of who they were. You know, that we here to stay, we ain't here to play. We ain't the same team we was before. We battle tested. We been in the playoffs. We know what it's like to win. We've been together. We got camaraderie with the team. We got it. We got the chemistry. We know each of our players' tendencies, our teammate tendencies, and all that. We got this. We got the system mastered. And we got a new coach, Kenny Atkinson, who inserted a system that fit us much better and enhances us much better as a team. So I got the Cleveland Cavaliers advancing in that series. Denver Nuggets versus the Los Angeles Clippers, man. This series right here, man, I'm going to go with the Los Angeles Clippers because there's another organization, just like the Memphis Grizzlies, the Denver Nuggets, firing their head coach, the lead dog, a former champion coach. They fired a man who's helping you build a good organization with standard, a good organization that's going to help the organization rise to success, dog. And you fired that man. Yeah, that was uncalled for. So they messed up on that point of view. And that's why they won't advance to the next round in the playoffs. So now I got the Clippers and Kawhi Leonard and James Harden showing y'all that, don't forget about me. I've been quiet this whole year because I wanted to show y'all how about my business. I'm really a winner. I ain't about this flashy shit. That's it. Now I'm a winner. I really grind it out. As much as my game might look flashy to y'all, I grind it out. I get it out the mud. I'm in the trenches with it, trying to win, find ways to win, doing what's necessary for my team to win, to put my teammates into success. So, yeah, man, look, I got the Clippers advancing that, man. All right, let's go to the Lakers and the Timberwolves, man. Lakers versus the Timberwolves. I'm sorry. I keep messing up, y'all. I keep saying I'm sorry. I apologize. All right, I'm trying to get y'all this money, and I keep messing up. We're on the Pacers and the Bucks. Pacers versus the Bucks, man. I'm going to advance the Milwaukee Bucks because I think the Pacers have been taking advantage of the Milwaukee Bucks. But I think the Bucks will get back this season, man. I'm not sure if Dame Lillard's going to play or not, but I'm still taking the Bucks because I believe in Giannis. I believe he gonna get his team over that hump just like he do all the time. I believe in Giannis and his grit and his grind. I believe in Giannis because he's a 7-foot freak. For real, man. I believe in Giannis because he turned into a dog. He turned into a monster when he come into the playoffs, dog. And he played like a monster the whole year. But he in the playoffs, you're going to turn it up a notch. So I'm taking Giannis over the Pacers for their get back on the Pacers finally, man. And then we're going to the Lakers and the Timberwolves. I'm going to clearly take the Timberwolves because I hate LeBron. But no, not just because I hate LeBron. Because I just think the Timberwolves are a team that's been together longer. They have better chemistry. And I think Ant-Man is going to show out. And LeBron is not healthy. Just to let y'all know, man. LeBron had a lingering injury with the groin, which he also hurt it again the last game that they played. So I don't know how LeBron is with that injury and how bad is he's feeling right now or how good he's feeling. I'm not sure, but that question mark leads me even more to say with conviction that the Timberwolves will go on to the next round, man. Boom, we got the New York Knicks versus the Detroit Pistons, dog. This series, I am going to take the Detroit Pistons over the New York Knicks. Yes, I feel like this team have gotten back to that bad boy way, that bad boy mentality, dog. And not only that, they have a good team, literally. They have depth. They have a good size at the center position. They have the Thompson twin, who's a very versatile defender, athletic. I think they're going to put him on Brunson. And yeah, let him exert all that energy. Put all that athleticism on Brunson, man. So that'll be a good matchup for Brunson to try to go against, man. So that is why I think the Pistons will get it over the Knicks. Can the Knicks get them? I think they could. But I'm going to pick the Pistons to beat the New York Knicks, man. All right, let's go to the Houston Rockets and the Golden State Warriors, man. Did you see the way That other Thompson twin guarded Curry the last time the Rockets played the Warriors. That man had Curry on straps, and he ruined my parlay that day. All right? But don't let that get you confused. Stephen Wardell Curry, remember that shit. And he gonna put that right on his bulletin board. Every time he go out before the game, he gonna have that right on his bulletin board. That Thompson twin shut me down for about 4 points. I forgot. He gonna make them pay. The Warriors gonna make them pay, and playoff Jimmy is there. Y'all need to recognize what the Golden State Warriors is, man. They going on to the next round. Boom. Boston Celtics versus the Atlanta Hawks. Boston will beat the Atlanta Hawks because Boston is just a deeper and better team. Point blank, period, man. You can't stress that enough. So they're going on to the next round, man. So in the next round, man, we have the Thunder, who is facing the Los Angeles Clippers. We have the Cleveland Cavaliers, who's facing the Milwaukee Bucks. We have the Minnesota Timberwolves, who's facing your Golden State Warriors. We have the the Detroit Pistons, who's facing the Boston Celtics, man. That's what we got in our semi-final round, man. And obviously, the first game, the Thunder versus the Clippers. I have the Clippers beating the Thunder because they have more championship experience. I still don't fully believe in them OKC Thunder. As good as a regular season they had, and as good of a MVP season Shai Gilgeous-Alexander had. He's a great player. But Clippers, man, James Harden, I think this is his year that he can get close to winning this championship. And Kawhi's been there before, and they figured out a time span that Kawhi can play and kind of reserve himself health-wise. So Kawhi's been playing. Kawhi's been more healthy. So that's good. So, man, we got the Clippers beating the OKC Thunder for the upset, man. Then we got the Cleveland Cavaliers facing the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm going to go for another upset here. Milwaukee Bucks will beat the Cleveland Cavaliers because this playoffs will show experience and history can repeat itself, and experience will show to prevail. It will show to victory in this playoffs because Giannis has been there before. Giannis is hungry to get to another championship. Trust me. And hopefully Dame Lillard is at least back for this series, man. So Dame Dollar can bring his clutchness to this series, man. It will be a good series, but I think Giannis wants to be back, bro, to at least get close to that championship once again. So Giannis will upset the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then we're going to advance to the Timberwolves versus the Golden State Warriors, man. Well, I'm going with the Golden State Warriors. I know Anthony Edwards is my guy. He is my guy. He's a dog. He's like that for sure. But I'm going with the Golden State Warriors, man. Why? Because Jimmy Butler has been to a chip before leading the Miami Heat. Why? Because Stephen Wardell Curry has been to the chip, and he's the all-time leading three-point guy. I think he is. And then you got Draymond Green, who's a dog, and is going to fuel the whole team with energy and grit, man. And they're going to get all into Ant-Man shit. Jimmy Butler is there to help with that, to get in Ant-Man shit. Jonathan Kuminga, who's also a guy that's been really coming into himself as a lottery pick that we expected him, a lottery type player that we expected him to be. And yeah, man, Golden State Warriors, man, getting the Minnesota Timberwolves, man. So then we have your Detroit Pistons versus the Boston Celtics. The Celtics will beat the Detroit Pistons because the Celtics are very, very good. They're a deep team. As long as they stay healthy, they will run through the Detroit Pistons, man. Detroit Pistons will battle, but they will show that they still need more talent on that team. All right. So now, man, in our conference round, we have the here I go again. We have the Milwaukee Bucks versus the Boston Celtics. Green versus green. In the West, we got the Los Angeles Clippers versus Golden State Warriors, man. Cali gonna have it up. Golden State versus the Los Angeles Clippers. And we have the Milwaukee Bucks versus the Boston Celtics, man. Let's go to the West first because the West is the best. I'm a Pelican fan. I always got to start in the West. I know y'all, I'm a Pelican fan. It's all good. It's all good. We're going to come back soon. Yeah. Anyway, man, I'm going to go with the Golden State Warriors over the Los Angeles Clippers. Why? Because experience will prevail again. Experience will get to victory again. My man Stephen Curry been there before. He know how to dominate. My man Jimmy Butler led his team to the Miami Heat to a chip. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to keep saying it, dog. And then Draymond Green and Jimmy Butler, man. Two dogs, man. Two dogs. That's a lot of IQ on the floor. That's a lot of just two dogs. They're always barking in the playoffs. Draymond's already irritating, right? Draymond's like a little chihuahua, right? And then Jimmy Butler is like a big dog. A motherfucking pit, right? You ain't gonna know. I mean, it looks a little mean, but you still don't know what type of pit it is. It's a nice pit, mean pit. You don't fully know. But when it's time to know, you gonna know. Jimmy gonna come out and show you. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I got them beating the Los Angeles Clippers, man. And James Harden once again fails to get to a finals, man. Sad for James Harden. But, man, I will say I do respect James Harden, man, for at least this year, man. Just staying humble, man. Just really showing, man, he a real hooper, man. He got love for the game and respect for the game. And he ain't just all about show. He about doing and about action, man. James Harden showed a lot of leadership this year, man. I respect James Harden, man. It's been a different year for James Harden. And even through his different type of year, he's still winning, which shows a lot about him and how much care and detail he takes into winning. So, man, that's shout out to James Harden, man. Salute to you. But you won't make it to another finals, brother. Sadly to say, man. And also Kawhi Leonard when we getting back. And then after that, I don't know, Kawhi might be close to calling it a retirement, man. And then boom, we got the Boston Celtics versus the Milwaukee Bucks. And I got your Boston Celtics beating the Milwaukee Bucks, man. Giannis and Dame Lillard will fall short to a deep Boston team. Porzingis probably going to end up being healthy in the finals a little bit. Maybe for one game, maybe for two games. Who knows? But he'll probably be there and be an X factor. It's amazing how Porzingis don't play the whole season. And then he just pops up in the playoffs. But it's also amazing that the Boston could be missing somebody so great. I'm not even going to boost him that much. But somebody good like Porzingis that could affect winning in a good way and have a great season and then get to the playoffs and battle through the playoffs without him as well. And they get in the finals, and then you just top it off with that? Like, come on, man. That's not even fair, man. That's not even fair. Like, the team's like, man, like, we ain't even had a chance to prepare for that. Goddamn. But anyway, man, so we're going to put the Boston Celtics and the Golden State Warriors in the finals, the 2025 finals, man. And I don't know, maybe a lot of you all had it on your bracket for this to happen too. Maybe not, but I'm telling you. Trust in me. If you want that money, this is what my mind is telling me for part one. I'm going to have more parts to this. So whatever part you feel like you can that you're attached to more, or that your discernment tells you this is the one I feel like is going to hit, and that's going to give me my money I need, my financial support I need to invest to make my purchase of whatever you want to invest or whatever you want to purchase, then take that and run with it, because I'm giving you all this game of why I think these teams will advance, man. So, Golden State Warriors versus the Boston Celtics in your 2025 finals. Who am I going with? I'm going with Stephen Wardell Curry. Y'all might think I'm a Golden State Warriors fan. I'm not a Golden State Warriors fan, man. I just truly believe, man, them adding Jimmy Butler is more, it's a lot impactful than people think it is. It really is, man. You got Draymond Green and Jimmy Butler. Two dogs, man. I'm talking about they are dogs, man. They're going to get under your skin. Doing it all to win. Like, they're going to jump on the floor for loose balls, man. They're going to try to guard the best player on each team, man. And they can exchange it now. You got Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green that can exchange the best player. A big man, a 4-man, a 3-man. They can exchange that. They can go back and forth. And then you got Kuminga, who's been stepping up, who's also like a Jimmy Butler a body model, or, you know what I'm saying, a 4 model, or a Draymond Green model when you look at their body type. You know what I'm saying? The long wing, long 4-5 guy, long 3-4-5 guy, you know, can play any of those positions, man. And very versatile, can shoot the 3 when they got to. Draymond Green has been knocking down 3s towards the end of the year, so he's been stepping up in that aspect since Clay has left. So, man, this is the team I'm going with, man. It's going to be a tough series. It might come down to Game 7. Boston is a great team. I'm not saying they're not. I already told y'all that. But I believe that the Warriors, man, is going to win because what I said about Draymond and Jimmy, and that's going to allow Curry to just go off, because they're going to feel that man to just do what he normally does and drain all the 3s, score all the points. And Draymond and Jimmy, Draymond, y'all already know he defers to Steph. But Jimmy also has been deferring to Steph as well, even though in some series you will see Jimmy's going to have to step up, which I think he will, because playoff Jimmy is a thing. And there we have it. Golden State Warriors, your 2025 champions from your YBG DON from DC. Young, black, and gifted bracket, man. Y'all subscribe to the channel. You stay tuned for part 2. I'm going to make another bracket, so stay tuned for part 2. If you heard the seat squeaking while this video was on, I apologize about that as well. I said a lot of sorries and a lot of apologies in this video, but that's because I'm sincere about what I do and what I say. But anyway, man, stay tuned for part 2 of my bracket. If you love this one, put it on your FanDuel right now. Put it on whatever betting app you on and run with it and get your money, dog. Get your money, man. Comment, subscribe. I'm out. Get it.
I'm just trying to trust the process, but tell me how you process when you broke and you know you hard and you ain't popped yet. If I cut you off, it ain't a loss, you can't come back. Looking at them bars, I talk to God and plan my comeback.